All right, Craig, defending champion. That's awesome. Two times you've done this race, second and first. That's a great record. You feel any pressure coming back as number one?
I feel pressure at every race. I think just that's my personality. I have my own expectations. I think definitely there's some more external pressure this year, but as I've said all along, all I do is just try and do my best. Take care of what I can, which is my preparation, my build-up, my fitness, and then just do my best on race day. So there's certainly pressure, but I mean, I felt there was pressure in '07 because I was the reigning 70.3 world champion. So I had expectations to do reasonably well here my first time, and then when I finished second coming back last year, I felt a bit of pressure to improve, not so much on the result, but just on the performance. So yeah, there's a little bit of pressure, but I enjoy it, I must say. I enjoy this race, I enjoy the whole atmosphere, so I'm just looking forward to Saturday.
Tell us about your build-up. You did 70.3 Muskoka in Canada, won that, and you come straight across. You went home, packed up for about 24 hours, no sleep,
Yeah.
and then came across the Kona. So you've been here quite a while, probably 5 or 6 weeks. Great preparation.
Yeah, it's actually been 3 weeks. It'll be 4 weeks by race day, so it's what I've done the last 2 years. It seemed to work. There was no real method to it in the beginning other than our lease ran out in Boulder, and I tried to extend it for 2 weeks, and there was other tenants moving in, so Neri and I just decided, 7 when the lease ran out, we'd just come here for the 4 weeks leading in, and it worked well. The family really like it here. I love the place. Great for training. Obviously, you get acclimatized to the heat and humidity, and particularly in '07 coming in, I'd never raced here, so I thought it would be important as well just to get a feel for the course. And yeah, and we had such a good time. Did the same thing last year, and then this year sort of followed the same recipe. Went and raced in Muskoka 4 weeks out, and then came straight over.
Lots of people, triathletes in general, have families and, and compete, and sometimes there's sacrifice or whatever, but I don't see that with you. I don't see any selfishness whatsoever. You travel with your family. Talk to us about that, traveling with your family and racing.
Yeah, it was just something that Neri and I decided to. I mean, my wife Neri and I, we started going out before I was even doing triathlon, so she's been with me the whole time. I was, I guess, a bit of a late starter. I started in my early 20s. And then as things moved on and we got married, the timing always seemed to be right. She graduated from uni and had a year off, so then she travelled with me to the US, and she's an emergency room nurse at home, so she was always able to take leave, and her boss was very understanding, so we figured while we could do it, we would travel together, and which certainly helps me because I tend to get homesick when I'm away. And then when Lucy came along, we said, we'll do everything possible to try and keep the family together. So it's worked really well, Neri's so organised, and she's the glue really that keeps the whole thing together. She's organises pretty much all I do is get up, train and be a dad. That's my day. She does everything else. She's a mum, but she also organises the behind the scenes stuff for my career. So it's been awesome, and you know what, it's the only way it would have worked, because I wouldn't have wanted to travel without the kids. Being a dad yourself, you know how much they change and how quickly. And now that Lucy, she's 4.5, I mean, I think it's been a great education for her. She's got friends all over the world, and she's a world traveller. She's an experienced traveller, and I think she really enjoys the lifestyle. She tells all her little friends back home about Hawaii and Boulder and the US and everything. So, I think for me, at the end of my career, that's the one thing I think I'll remember more than anything, is the fact we travelled together as a family. It's been an awesome run of, a few years travelling as a family, and great experience.